Did you know that women involved in secret relationships often reveal subtle clues without even realizing it? In many cases, the words they use during everyday conversations can unintentionally expose what they're trying so hard to keep hidden. In this video, we're going to explore 5 phrases that are commonly used by women in secret relationships. What you're about to hear may completely change the way you look at relationships from a different point of view. If you're a man who is currently in a relationship, this video may help you recognize warning signs that have been right in front of you the entire time, even though you've never paid much attention to them. Before we begin, if you find this information useful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable notifications so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Also, leave a I know in the comments section to let me know you're following along carefully. Before we get into the first phrase, there's something very important you should understand. Infidelity in a marriage or committed relationship rarely happens without warning. Most of the time, it develops through complicated psychological processes that build up gradually over time. At the same time, language often reflects what's happening inside a person's mind. When a woman is emotionally involved in 2 relationships at once, her subconscious is constantly trying to balance 2 conflicting realities. On one side is her official relationship with her partner, while on the other is the hidden relationship she's attempting to keep secret. In psychology, this internal conflict is often described as cognitive tension, a form of mental pressure that can cause certain words or expressions to slip out unintentionally. Have you ever noticed your partner saying something that sounded unusual or unlike the way they normally speak? Stay with this video until the very end because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you interpret behaviors you've always overlooked. The first phrase you may hear is, "I feel like you don't really understand me anymore," or "you don't know me the way you used to." Although these words may simply sound painful, they often carry a much deeper emotional meaning than what appears on the surface. In some situations, they may reflect the feeling that someone else understands them more completely. When these statements begin to appear repeatedly, there's a strong possibility that they're unconsciously comparing their current relationship with another emotional connection. If another relationship starts to feel more emotionally satisfying, these phrases can gradually become a way of justifying that situation in their own mind. As they convince themselves that you've changed from the person you once were, looking elsewhere for those missing emotional needs slowly begins to feel acceptable in their subconscious. Eventually, part of the responsibility seems to shift toward you, leaving you questioning yourself and wondering what you did wrong. Yet, the truth is often far more complicated than it first appears. But don't stop listening now, because this phrase can reveal much more than most people realize, and there's a good chance you've heard it before without recognizing what it may have truly meant. The second phrase is, "I need some space," or "I just want some time to myself." When a woman involved in a secret relationship says this repeatedly, it doesn't necessarily mean she's distancing herself from everyone around her. More often, she may specifically be creating distance from you so she has room to manage other parts of her life. On the surface, it may simply look like a healthy desire for privacy or independence. However, in many situations, it can also create opportunities to spend time connecting with someone else. This is why paying attention to the small details that people often ignore becomes so important. If she continues saying she needs personal space while remaining highly active on social media, frequently going out, meeting friends, and maintaining a busy social schedule, then it's probably not genuine solitude she's looking for. What has truly changed is the level of closeness she wants with you. Someone who honestly needs personal space usually spends that time reflecting, reconnecting with themselves, restoring emotional balance, or focusing on personal growth. But when another romantic relationship enters the picture, the desire to stay socially active usually remains exactly the same. Instead, it's the primary relationship that slowly begins to receive less attention. Another detail worth noticing is when this request first appears. Quite often it starts after moments of deep emotional closeness or intense intimacy. Those experiences can trigger feelings of guilt, leading the person to create emotional distance as a way of reducing the psychological pressure they're experiencing. Now we come to the third phrase, and this is one that deserves a species.